Hi there. So how are you today? In this video I wanted to talk about what is Reiki, or what you can expect from the Reiki sessions. So Reiki is a Japanese word which means universal life force energy. When I first started doing Reiki, I was under the impression that Reiki was for healing. Now, what I've learned from many sessions of doing Reiki now is that only the person themselves can heal when they are ready to. I don't have the power to go in and just heal someone. Everyone has their own healing abilities within themselves. Now, let me explain. So, what I noticed early on from when I was doing the Reiki sessions, originally I'd go in and I'd think I was putting all my energy into this person to try and heal whatever it was that was going on with them, right? That was originally what I thought we were doing. Because basically that is what's taught, that Reiki is a healing modality. And it only has healing abilities if the person receiving Reiki believes that it does. It's like with anything. If you go to the doctor and he gives you a tablet and you believe that that tablet's going to heal you, that belief is already 90% of the work done. Your body already is on board. Oh, okay, this tablet's going to do this work? Fine, this is what's going to happen. We're going to heal. So belief is 90% the work already. Once you decide that this is going to heal, then you're already giving permission to your body to heal that. Now, having said that, we have to take into account, we have to factor in that your soul is here to have an experience in human form. It came here to have an experience in human form. And perhaps part of that experience is to have a particular disease and to know what it's like to live in this body with that disease. What does that feel like? To be restricted, to be limited in any way by a disease. Because spirit, your energy, when it's not in this human form, is unlimited. It doesn't have limitations. It doesn't know what it is to be limited in any way. So, to come here and to be given this physical body and to be able to have these experiences of limitation in any way to the soul is quite exciting. Because it doesn't get to do it anywhere else. Only here on earth, in this simulation, can your soul experience all of this. So, there's so many different ways to look at an illness or a disease. It is always serving a purpose. Always. Now, number one, that disease could be there, that illness could be there, that chronic, whatever it is you've got going on, because there is trapped trauma. You've been through something traumatic and it's been trapped and held in your body. So it's serving that purpose. It's held there and your body is telling you that you're holding on to this. Is it time to let this go? And that's for many people that have discomfort in their body, or some kind of illness going on. It's many years of pain and suffering and depression and all of that we store in the body, and the body holds on to it for you. It doesn't judge that it's good or bad. Oh, we shouldn't be holding on to this isn't good, I don't feel good every time you do that. No, the body just holds on to it because that's what the body's for, to hold on to all your stuff. So that's one way to look at what's in your body. Well, is it something that I've stored there? Because if it is, it's something that you can look at. And this is what Reiki is really good for. What I have found is many, many, many times when I go in, I'm shown, I can see the person's energy, and I'm shown where there are things that are trapped, either in the throat, in the heart, in whatever chakra it is. And we've done the chakras. So we go through the 7 chakras, and there I get to observe, because that's all I ever do in the Reiki sessions. I observe. I don't do anything with the person's energy. You know, when people have an idea that, you know, they're going in to do something to your energy, I don't go in to do anything with your energy, but observe. And what I've witnessed many times is that when I call in my beautiful spirit team, that some of them, depending on who they are, may go to assist the person that I'm doing the session for. But the reason they go to assist is not because I've called them in, but because that person has called them in. You know, the first time I had Mother Mary waiting up there, I never used to call in Mother Mary in my sessions. I had my team of angels, and that was it. And I had been doing that for quite a few months. And all of a sudden I'm working with this lady overseas doing a distance healing, and Mother Mary appears, asking for permission because she knew that I didn't want her there in my space. And so I said yes, but she didn't come down to be in my space. She went to be with that lady that I was doing the session for. Why? Because she had called her in. And because Mother Mary knew I had a strong rejection for her and for anything to do with the Catholic Church, she waited and asked for permission first. And I was like, yes. And then I saw her go over there. And then the next session with that lady, I had the same thing with Jesus. He's waiting up there, asking for permission. I was like, okay. And again, he went over there to be with that lady. And I observed them working with her. But I never used to call them in. After working with that lady, and she was constantly calling them in, was that I started to add them to my team. But when healing happens, it's because that person has understood the gift of that, and it no longer serves them. They don't need it anymore. But only that person has the power to heal it. Only the person that has the disease has the power to heal it. A doctor can come in. If you've got heart problems, they can come in and they can clear the blockages. They can do all sorts of wonderful, marvelous things to assist so that your heart keeps working. But it's blocked, or there are blockages there because of what you've already been through. There is stored trauma that's creating those blockages. Many times I find, especially when it's heart problems, it's people who feel they're not loved for who they are. They're not worthy of love. And so the heart suffers because the heart just wants to love. It doesn't want anything else. The heart just wants to love. That's what it was made for. And so when it feels that it can't, because it hurts, because others are going to hurt it, it creates disease in the heart. And only that person can heal it, because only that person knows what they've stored there that's creating the blockages, that's creating the disease in the heart. And like the heart is everything else. For me, it's been gallbladder. I've had mine taken out, but I still have discomfort there. So all the trauma of childhood I've been storing in that area of my body, in that spot. And for others, it could be their back. I know so many people with back problems because they pile on all their stored trauma on their backs. I keep, as I was thinking of this today, I kept thinking of that story of Jesus that heals that man. And it wasn't so much that, yes, he facilitated that space for that man to be healed. And it was the man's belief that Jesus could heal him that allowed that healing to happen. But the healing occurred because the man had already understood the gift of that disease. Whatever it was that he understood in that moment. His soul had gained all the information it needed from that experience, and it no longer needed it. It was done. It could let it go. It could be released. So I think the most important thing is to get in touch with your soul. There are so many beautiful meditations here and things pointing to that. Get in touch with your soul to find out, well, what is it that I'm meant to be doing here? What is the experience I'm meant to be having? What is it that my soul is trying to gain from this experience that I am having here? In the next video, there was something else that has come up in the last few days that I'm going to share. But look, even in this video, when I broke up with my first boyfriend, originally, I thought I'd broken up with him because of my mum. Because they were feuding with each other for so long. They were fighting with each other for so long over control. My mum didn't want to lose control over me. She didn't want to lose me. And he wanted control over me. In his eyes, I belonged to him now. My mum, in her eyes, I belonged to her. She gave birth to me. So this was their positions. My mum, she belongs to me. I gave birth to her. In my boyfriend's eyes, well, she belongs to me. She's my partner. I want to have a family with her. I want to have children with her. She's my future. She belongs to me. That was their two positions. And in the week that he was coming over to Australia to live with me, my mum rang up and said that they were moving to Australia to stay here permanently. And I thought, I've moved all this way so that I don't have to put up with that anymore. And they're all coming here so we can just continue the feuding here. I thought, I'm done. And when he got here that week, I was like, you know what? I'm done. You can go back. I don't want to do this anymore. And for the next 15 years, I was mad with my mum because they didn't come. They had no intention to come. I knew. A month later, when they weren't here and they weren't talking about it anymore, I knew that that was it. Their intention was just to break us up, but it had nothing to do with, they had no intention of coming. I knew she'd lied to me at that point, and I was so angry. Originally, I thought I had broken up with him because of that, because of my mum. After my daughter was born, I understood why I broke up with him. Because throughout my whole relationship with him, I felt that I wasn't good enough. And it hurts when you love someone and you feel that you're not good enough to be with that person. Any of you out there that love someone and feel that you're not good enough to be with that person knows exactly what I'm talking about. It makes you feel so bad inside to love someone and feel that you don't deserve them, that you're not worthy of them. And it was that pain that I just didn't want to feel anymore. I was done with it. So the truth of why I broke up with him was because I didn't want to feel that way anymore. But for so many years, I blamed my mum. It was her fault I broke up with him, for interfering, for lying, for saying that she's coming when she had no intentions of coming at all. You know? So one thing is to think that this is the reason, and then one thing is to wake up and know, oh, this is the reason I had that experience. There's a difference. One is when you're looking at it, if you're looking at it and you're looking at it through the eyes of the ego, of the separate I, you will see that there is anger. You will see that there is fear. And you will see that there is sadness when you're looking at it. When you're looking at it through the eyes of your soul, of your higher self, you'll see that there's like a release. It's like an, I get it now. And you're looking at it through the eyes of love. Because this life experience is about you and you only, not about anyone else. As much as you love your partner, this is your life experience. As much as you love your children, it's still your life experience. They have their own. It's always about you. What you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and what your soul is gaining from that experience. So when we go in to do a Reiki session, we go in to look at your energy. We go in to look at the information. We go in to see if there's anything trapped, if there's anything stored, if there's anything blocking your beautiful energy from flowing. Because I've done a lot of sessions where the energy is flowing freely, and it is the most beautiful thing. The most beautiful. But in this video, what I wanted to bring forward was, I wanted to give you that knowledge that this is your experience. And you have free will. I can't go in to do a Reiki session and rearrange everything in there, rearrange the whole energy to how I think it should look. It should look this way. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, let's leave it like that now. That bit's healed and that bit's fixed and great. They're going to be so happy now when they wake up from the session. It doesn't work that way. You know, I honestly thought when I first started, we go in and we do healing. Like we look at the areas where the person, especially if the person tells you, oh, look, I'm having heart problems, I'm having this problem, I got this, that, whatever. We can go in. We go in with the intention to, I have done that as well. We go in with the intention, let's do healing for that area. But it is that person that has to focus all of their energy on healing that area and asking for the information that is stored there. It's up to that person whether the healing can happen or not. And, you know, many times it's because we judge that, oh, it's so bad. Oh, you know, this poor person. We're not seeing the soul purpose, or the purpose of the soul, what it was that the soul wanted to experience when that is in place, when that is there. Why is it there? These are the questions. Why is it there? Not from, oh, victim, poor me, this all happened to me and this is why this is happening now. But no, from the soul's point of view. Why is that there? What am I meant to gain from that? So yes, Reiki, for those of you who are curious, it can assist in the sense of it can give you a reading as to where your energy is at, what is happening with your energy. And if in the moment of a Reiki session, you, in your mind, have decided that it is a healing and you want something healed, I have seen the angels and I have seen beings like Mother Mary and I have seen Jesus go over, and I see their hands out and I see them blasting energy into certain areas, because that is what the person is intending in that session. And if that is the intention, if that is what you wish to set before the session, we can do that from the very beginning. We know that that is the intention. But only you have the power to heal it. Only you, because only you have access to your soul and to your soul's information. All right, my beautiful beings. So I hope that sheds a new light on Reiki, on what it is, on what it can do for you. If not, ask questions. Let us know in the comments, what is it that's not clear to you? What is it that you'd like more information about? All right, my beautiful beings. I love you guys. Remember to click like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the messages. And we'll see you in the next video. Okay? Bye for now.